Hi, this is Chuck out here at Midori Farm today. It's partly cloudy, nice day. What we're going to do today is we're going to plant out our kale. Now, sometimes you're going to grow your own plants from seeds, and sometimes you're going to have to go to the home centers and nurseries or your best friend, the farmer's house, and get some transplants. And that's what we did with these. These are Cavolo Nero kale. I was not able to find the seeds, but fortunately my home center had them, so I bought out 22 of these. Planting out your transplants is pretty simple. We're just going to bring you through it step by step how we do it out here at Midori Farm. First thing I always do is I figure out how much space I have and how much spacing I'm going to need between plants. These Cavolo Nero plants, they grow pretty tall and pretty big, so I'm going to give them about 25 or 30 centimeters or a little bit more than a foot of space for each plant. And then I'm going to space them out in double rows like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these plants and I'm going to put them with their pot right where I'm going to put them. So let's do that now. Whoa, done. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how we dig a hole, what we put in our hole before we put that transplant in the ground. So we take our shovel and we take some of our homemade compost. Now the first thing to remember on any sort of transplant is before you put it in the ground, before you even buy it, what you should do is you should check it for any signs of disease or pests, especially like aphids or spider mites or something like that. I've already done this, but I'll show you anyway. What you do is you look on the underside of the leaves for any sort of eggs or any sort of lesions or any sort of insect activity or fungus or other sort of rot or disease. These are clean. The next thing you're going to do is when you got it ready to transplant, you're going to give it a gentle squeeze just to make that root ball and the dirt kind of make into a solid shape. It's going to make it just a little easier to transplant, and it's going to keep the roots intact for you. Not too hard, not too hard. Then you're going to say, okay, I want my hole right here. You're going to put your shovel in there. Make the hole a little bit deeper than what you need because you're going to take a nice handful of your compost, put it right in that hole first. Then you're going to take your fingers and do a Mr. Spock. Turn your plant over, and there it is right in your hand. You can see the root ball. If it seems like the root ball is a little bit too tight and a little bit too, you can actually massage it and loosen it up a bit. This one seems just fine, so I'm just going to take that, put it right into the hole like that. Then I'm going to take this extra soil that I pulled out of the hole, put it around the plant, just like this. And then with these two hands, I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure on either side of the stem, just like that. What that's going to do is it's going to make that plant just stand up nice and tall and be ready for everything else. It's also going to create a small indentation where some extra water is going to collect, and that'll make sure that those new roots get enough water so they can get established. So let's do that for all these plants. Okay, so now we've got our floating row cover in place, all tucked in so the insects can't get in, and now we're ready to water. Take it away, Junior. Now these floating row covers, you can water the plants right through them. No problem at all. When it rains, the rain also goes through. And you can use a few different settings on your hose as well. This is a good setting for watering. Let's change it to another one. Good. That one also works just fine. I wouldn't use the stream setting though. That would probably damage your plants. That one's good. So, we're almost finished. Oh, Junior! Okay, we'll see you next time.